So today we'll talk about how you can install Dynatrace one agent using Ansible. Okay. First one will be taking Windows and Linux host. And second one we'll talk about how to ingest data to Dynatrace using OpenTelemetry. Okay. So OpenTelemetry has a multiple approach. So one approach at least we'll discuss. Another approach we'll discuss tomorrow. Okay, and then we'll talk about tomorrow SLO and other topics. Okay, the small topics. Okay, so first thing, how you can install one agent using Ansible. So everyone is aware of Ansible?
No.
No?
Yes, it's a automation tool, infrastructure
Right?
automation tool or configuration management automation.
So it is a whatever you say, ISC configuration automation or management tool, right? Automation tools. Okay. So there is a competitor. So Ansible is a open source. Everyone is aware of that.
Yes.
Ansible is a open source. Okay. And Ansible is not a agent base. Is not agent base. It's not a agent base. Okay. Means we don't need agent on the target node. Okay, basically that is the reason I have mentioned as a cross symbol. But if you talk about Ansible competitor, which is Ceph, Puppet, okay, Salt Stack, and some other tools we have, okay, which banking industry they used to do use, but main competitor is Ceph and Puppet and Salt Stack. Okay, so now Ansible is a open source first thing, is a agentless. Agentless. If it is agentless, means target node, just you should have a connectivity from master node. So suppose this is your Ansible server where your Ansible is installed. Okay, this is your Ansible master server, and suppose this is your target node. So on just what you need is you have to establish a connection from here to here. At least you can ping your from this server to this server. You can ping. You understand the ping, right? If your connectivity is established from this server to this server and this server to this and this server to this, that's it. Apart from that, Ansible is not needed on this server. On this server, we don't need any kind of Ansible configuration, Ansible agent. Okay, so there is a two-way. When you do the server hardening, whenever infrastructure team they used to do server hardening, that time if it is the same data center, all those things, right? This connectivity is already established. You can able to ping. You might have seen that on-prem data centers, all those things, right? From that server to that server, you can able to ping -IP just to try. You can able to ping that. If you are trying with Ansible, you try with Ansible command. Okay, you will get some kind of ping pong connection, right? Ping pong success means you are able to connect your target node. Okay, first thing, server hardening. Second one is you need to go via SSH keygen. Suppose this connection is not established, then you have to generate a SSH keygen. You know that, right? SSH keygen.
Yes, it's a keygen.
When you do that SSH keygen, right? When you generate SSH keygen, you will get some pub key, right? If once your pub key is generated, that pub key you add it in the target node. Okay, in your target node in their file. Okay, .sshmrsa.pub, in that file you add that your pub key, then you are able to connect. First one is ping, already there on the server hardening. Second approach is SSH keygen. Third approach is like you have a PEM key in the cloud, use the PEM key. So whichever your target node you have, how many target node you have on that many servers, okay, what you have to do is you should have a PEM key. You should have a same PEM key so that you can able to connect. First thing. Third one. Fourth one, username password. Username and password. Okay, which is for Windows mostly we used to do username and password. Okay, so this is the approach we are doing. Basically, all the approach we are using it. Okay, so only Ansible I need to install on the master node. Okay, once you install Ansible, there is an Ansible collection for Dynatrace, for Datadog, for New Relic. Every tools have their own collection. So you have to use their collection, okay? And then you have to install that agent. Just you have to have that inventory file where you can add list of hosts, and then you run that Ansible playbook command, okay? And you have to write a playbook.yaml file. Playbook.yml file, okay? Install one agent.yml file or whatever you write, and then you do it, okay? So that is the way. If it is a Windows, if you talk about Windows, you know how the connectivity is happening?
WM RMI, remote machine agent.
RM service should be enabled, okay? So this, okay, and then also WinRM used to call. WinRM service will be enabled. Second thing, do you know WinRM service running on which port? These are the, sometimes you say, right, how you are installing Dynatrace one agent. They'll ask you questions. Then, okay, Linux server, we understand that we used to have SSH connectivity, something. Okay, we can do that. For Windows server, how you are doing that? So first thing is the WinRM. Second thing, WinRM service, whatever things, right, it is running on 5985 for HTTP, which is your local. And if you are downloading from somewhere, then 5986 for HTTPS. That you have to remember it. Okay. So these things. And some other things also, activity has to be checked whether it is enabled or not on the Windows server. Okay. Is that clear for everyone? So when you are doing for Windows, so in your Ansible master node, what you have to do is you have to install PyWinRM. RM module you have to install on your master node. Okay, so let's see that. So let's see the documentation first, and then we'll go with configuration and setup. Okay, so let me 1 second. 1 second, I have to close the door. So let me know once my screen is visible. Is that visible, right? Okay.
Yes.
So if you type here install, okay, Dynatrace one agent using Ansible, there is a documentation. Okay. So if you open this, you see for Windows what is required? PyWinRM. Okay. What you have to install? Ansible Galaxy collection, install Dynatrace one agent. Earlier, if you talk about few years earlier, they have given some tar file, this file, right? Those things. Now they gave a collection, you use the collection. Okay. Then this is your SAS URL. This is for manage URL, and then you have to add the environment variables. Okay, and then this is your collection. This is your playbook.yaml file. Okay, so now let's see how you can do that. Okay, so you see So this PyBin RM, right? So PyBin RM service has to be installed. Okay, so what I will do is I'll go to here, I'll launch a VM. So I need Ansible master. Okay, I'm taking two server. One will be a target. 1 second, let them load. Okay, this is my two virtual CPU, 4 GB of RAM, selected port, default, and 40 GB of space. I'm adding it and running it. I need a two instance. One is for okay. Sorry. Cancel. Which port I have DT training? Okay. Let me check. I have a PIM key or not. Okay, I have DT training. Okay. So now I have this. So let me which PIM key I have taken DT training. So launch instance. Now let me create one Windows server. Okay. Windows. -server. What is happening? Windows server. I'm taking 2019. Why Ansible became more popular? Because of Ansible is a agentless and uh, other is agent based. Okay, if you are talking outside Puppet, you should have a Puppet agent should be running on all the target nodes. Then you need to deploy that Puppet agent first, right? So that could be a region. And second thing is Ansible is open source. So I'm taking two virtual CPU, 4 GB of RAM. Key pair. Windows key, right? Let me check either I do have a Windows key or not. Okay, not there. Let me 1 second. Let me put it somewhere. I don't have Windows key, so let me create a key. Okay, so for Windows, you require RSA. Okay, and for Linux, it should be a ED5. Okay, ED1. Okay, so this is my Windows key, Windows PEM key, PEM. Okay, RSA. Create a new key pair. Windows PEM. Select security group. Default 30 GB of space, which is fine. Launch. So for this one, right, PyWin RM, right, for when you are enabling Windows remote service, so what are the port has to be open to communicate? It will communicate on your which port? 5985 and 5986. So that port has to be open in your security group. So if you go to your security group, so you see, right, 5986 and 5985. So 5986 is for HTTPS and 5985 has to be open. Okay, this is for WinRM. So now I have created a VM. So let's go to your instance. So this is my one agent server. You can mention one agent -server. Okay. So this is my server. Now I will connect to master mobile strum. 1 second. Is that visible? Is that visible, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Let me keep a little bigger. Delete this session. Okay, SSH. Public IP is this. Okay, you log in as a root user as EC2-user. And how you will come to know if you have created Ubuntu server, yeah, any other servers, right? You will come to know like what is my user. Okay, if you are new in this, I'll tell you. 1 second. Okay, if you go to click on connect and click on SSH, you will see user here. First thing. Yeah, EC2 connect also you can see the username. Okay, so whatever the default username you have to log in with that username, and then you have to create one user if you want. Okay, so those kind of things. Okay, so now I have connected to my master node. Okay, so first thing I'll ls sudo space su yum update -y. I'll update the binary. Okay, then what I have to do is I have to install, what has to be prerequisite. Python is prerequisite. Python has to be installed. Then only you can install Ansible. Okay, so sudo.
Ravi, can you maximize the screen?
Okay, is that fine?
Letters are looking too small.
Now fine.
Yes.
Now it is fine.
Yeah.
Okay, so sudo dnf. Okay, install -y. Okay, then I need Python 3. Python 3 -pip. Okay, then pip3, because we are using pip module, so pip3 install. Okay, -- user Ansible. Okay, check spelling is correct. Okay, so now warning, root user can result a broken permission. That is fine. Okay, so now what I will do is I'll configure the path. So I will echo, I'll print that, then I will do source. Then if you talk about now, if you try which Ansible, if you see which Ansible, if you type, you see Ansible is there. Okay, now if you, the command is Ansible -- version. Ansible -- version. So my Ansible install, which is module is version is 2.15. Now it's fine. That's it. Apart from that, I should not touch your target server. Okay. So I'll create one directory, mkdir -p class, okay, home / ec2 user, and I'm giving the directory name Ansible -Dynatrace. Okay, that fine. cd / home / ec2 user / Ansible. Now this is fine. Okay, so now what I have to do? So I need a PEM key, right? You understand that? So what I can do is I'll go here and upload the PEM key. So that this PEM key, you should not gonna upload a PEM key on all the target node. What I have to use, this PEM key I have to use on my master node, and from this PEM key it will connect to your VM. From master node itself will connect to your VM. Okay, if you do SSH keygen, then what I have to do? I have to generate a SSH keygen. This is the problem. Okay, SSH keygen. Okay, enter. Now you want to copy in the same directory. Okay, now this SSH keygen got generated. You see, your public key has been saved in this directory. Now you go every server and copy this public key. Okay, from this. Okay, if you copy this. Okay, sorry, cat, and if you paste this, if you hit enter, this pub key you have to paste every target server. Suppose you want to install 100 server you have to paste this public key. Then only you can able to connect with the with SSH keygen. So interview they might ask how you are connecting your VMs. You can say via PEM key is the best way for Linux, and username and password, which is best for Windows. Is that clear? So now, yeah, if server hardening is already done and this key is already in the on-prem data center, already it will be available, then which is fine. If it's already available, the connectivity is already established. If it is not, then you have to take care of connectivity part from Ansible master to all the target node. Then you go with a PEM key. Okay. So now what I will do? So where I was, I have created this. So now I need to upload my key. So I can upload, yeah, I can do SCP. So this is my DT training.pem key. So this is the benefit we have in mobile stream. You can upload here. Otherwise, you have to copy from local server, means your personal system to your server. Then you have to do some SCP hyphen use I, and then where your path is available, then where your EasyTrem path is available, then you connect to your server, and then where you want to paste. Okay, so like that it has to be. So better we can use this commands. Yeah, this way. Okay. So if I'll do ls, so it is not available. So it is available in where? Home / ec2 user. So if I'll go cd / home / ec2 - user ls. So this is my PEM key. Okay. So what I will do is PEM key where I can put. So 1 second. Okay, PEM key we can put here also, which is fine. Now, what I will do, cd Ansible Dynatrace, okay, ls, I will create one inventory file, okay. So, vi inventory dot ini you can create a dot inventory, vi inventory, okay. So, let's take inventory file, okay, and you have to, okay, so you have to add group name. Okay, you might have aware of that. Like I'm giving the group name. Okay, insert mode. Okay, So bracket group name you can give DT underscore one agent. You need to remember what is the group name because we have to use in the YAML file. Okay. Then insert and I will add target. Okay. Let me copy it. Okay. Okay. So just what I have to do is here PEM key name is DT training, right? DT training dot PEM. DT training dot PEM and username is fine, and just I have to use this change the IP. Okay. So now IP is for target node is this. Okay. It is fine.
Yeah.
So this is your target node. Okay. So we have given DT and underscore one agent. This is your group name. Okay. So suppose you have multiple IP like this, you can add. Okay. Yeah, you can write some kind of what I used to call in the text format, in the variable format. Username is this, this PEM key is this is this key, something like that. Like in this format. Where I can show you whiteboard and list, and also you can have all the IP which put it in one sort. You can put the path, something like that, whatever you want to put, right? So that way you can do that. So if you like a text, you can put it like this. You can put like this. Okay. So where is your path, something like that, PEM key path, something like that, username, connection, whatever thing, right? So like this you can also put. So that is the reason I have both the approach. So this is my group inventory file, escape : WQ exclamation mark. That's it. From this inventory, I'm able to connect because both the server has the same PEM key, right? You see this. My target node, which is my target node, which PEM key we have used? You remember we have created with the same PEM key. Where I can see same PEM key DT training. So with the help of this Ansible server master can connect, right, with the same PEM key. So that is the reason I have given the PEM key. So now you see this. So I have added the inventory file. Now to check the connectivity, what is the command? Anyone? You want to check the connectivity from master to target. What is the command? Anyone? Ansible. Okay. And okay, so Ansible -I, and what is the file name? Inventory file. Yeah, if inventory file is available somewhere, you can give that inventory file path. Okay, you understand that, right? And then what are the group name we have added? DT underscore one agent, right? Am I correct? Okay, -M and a space ping. This is your command. And check whether you are able to connect or not. First time it will be asked, so yes. And check whether you are able to connect or not. See, I'm getting ping pong success. Means this kind of things, right? You should remember why, because interview is a ping pong, right? So then you can remember that, yeah, you have worked on Ansible, something like that. They will see terminology. That word terminology is very much important whenever you are giving an interview. Okay, because people used to look for that value, that word, whether you are using or not. Okay, this kind of such things. Okay, so now I'm able to ping that. Now what I need? Tell me. Now we'll go to our documentation because I have installed Ansible. I have installed. I have done the connectivity test. That's it I did, right? Apart from that, I have not done anything. Now I will go to this. What I have to install? Ansible Galaxy Collection install Dynatrace 1 agent. So I will go to my this, come out from here and install this. Everything successfully installed. Collection. Okay. Now, what is this? Now I need environment URL and pass token. Correct. So what I will do is, so this is a variable. Okay. So this is the variable you have to use. So what is my environment URL? So this is my environment URL. I'll put it somewhere and I need to have a pass token. So where I can create, this is my pass token. Are you getting my point? This is my pass token. Okay. So this is my pass token. Now what I will do is, this is my playbook. Where it is? Playbook.yaml file. This is my playbook.yaml file. Okay. So what I will do is, this is my playbook. So I will go to my target server, master server, cd and symbol. I'll create one directory, vi install one agent agent.yml file. Okay, I'll create this, insert, I'll paste it. So this is my playbook. So what is the group name, host group name? Tell me.
DT_1 agent.
DT underscore one agent. This kind of things I told you, right? We have to use in the YAML file. Okay, so in name I have given install Dynatrace one agent, host become true, collection name we have installed Dynatrace one agent. You can see that right in the document. What is the collection name? Dynatrace one agent. Okay, so this collection will be used to install the Dynatrace one agent. Okay, now I have given this one agent environment URL. So one agent environment URL is, so I need a tenant ID. So this is my tenant ID. Colon double slash. This is my tenant ID. I need a pass token. This is my pass token. Okay. Now download directory stamp. Then it will get installed. Host argument you can give anything. Okay. And then a role name. Important role name is one agent. Okay. Escape colon WQ exclamation mark. Okay. I have saved. So this is my file. Okay. Okay. Cat install. Okay, so mv file name Okay, install, and I will give the file name. It will not accept that this space symbol. So I'll give install -one agent dot yml. Okay, ls. So this is my file name, and okay, this is my file name. So now this is my file name. So now I want to deploy. Okay, so what is the command? Ansible -playbook. Okay, -I. Then inventory file we have used. We have used inventory only, right? And then you have the YAML file. You have to use install, just to type oneagent.yaml file. That's it. I have not touched target node at all. So you see that, right? How much dependency that we are getting relief if you are using Ansible. That is the reason Ansible became a more popular. Okay, I'll run this. You see. Let me log into target node. So this is my target node, a one agent server. Connect. I'm connecting the browser itself. Su /tmp ls. We have one agent.sh file, right? You see that. So means this is getting installed. Wait for a few minutes. Now, if you go to your host page, wait, meanwhile, we'll open that host page also. It will take time, little time, okay? Not like quick. It will take you for 4 to 5 minutes. Windows will take more than that. Now for Windows, what I have to install? Tell me. Apart from that, we'll be running from this server itself, from the
Yeah,
master.
5 in RAM you told, right?
Py-win RM service I have to run, and some of things I will verify on the target node, whether it is enabled, like remote service win RM service is enabled or not, 59854 is allowed or not. Those kind of things I need to test it. Okay, so there is the 2-3 commands you have to test it on the target server. Just wait for a few minutes. See, my agent got installed also, getting installed also. Until unless service is not running, everything is not done, because there is a two-way. Okay, one command is either you run this, and if you want to see the outputs, how what is happening, not happening, right, then you have to run this command -vvv verborose mode. Okay, if you run this, then it will show you whatever things happening in the background, right? You don't see, right, what is happening in the background here, correct? But if you run in the background, it will show all the steps, how it is getting executed, file is getting copied, moving, installing, downloading, whatever things, right? It is doing the activity, everything it will be shown in the UI. So now you see this. The server got installed. Let's see this. Systemctl status. Because one agent came means is running. See, my one agent running now. So it will take time so that it will give you the status. Okay. Okay. I have done that. Oh, that's fine. So you understood, right? Because I click on some network error was happened. That is the reason it was not giving. Some network error was happened. That is the reason, but it got installed. You understand that, right? You see this. So now if you run in sudo space s, okay, and if you do history, yeah, and symbol mask Dynatrace, and if you run this and hyphen space, suppose I'm showing that hyphen vbb, it will run. It will see what is happening in the background. You see that, right? So everything will give you that. You see this. See, done. You understand that, right? If you do hyphen verborose mode, okay, then because I did last time, I press enter, that is was interrupted, but you see that, right? So if you run as a verborose mode, if you don't have something like config, it will not run. If it's a BAU activity, like you know that everything will be run, then you run that. If it is you want to see the outputs where it is failing, then you have to go with the verborose mode. You understand that? Is it clear for everyone? Any questions for agent installation automation? You see that, right? You can enhance your YAML file as your wish. Okay, this YAML file, right? That what I have used. Okay, I'll put in the document. Okay, but whatever the YAML file this is a basic YAML file. I have copied from this server, this document, but this is your basic YAML file. But you can enhance like anything what you need, how you want to do. Directly you can change arguments, you can add, like suppose you want to go different modes, lot of things, right? Parameters we are adding, tags we are adding, so
We need to
everything.
add management zones and
Something like that.
tags.
Something hyphen set mz management zone name, this, all those things. During the one agent installation in the here, whatever the options you have, host group, network zone, host name, tag, properties, logs enable, all the features you can add it, and you can enhance your YAML file as your wish, depend on the requirement to requirement. This is the basic YAML file which I have used. You understand that? Is it clear for everyone? Suppose you don't want to install in this directory, you want to put in different directory, all those things, okay? Host group name, network zone name, right? So I have added few parameters. You see this, right? In the document, in my YAML file, I have added few parameters. Now you want to add one more parameter. I can run this. Now, and you know, you understand the idempotent? Anyone? Now, suppose you want to do some changes, like you want to add something, something like that. Where this configuration is not available, it will go and hook the configuration. Means Ansible is the idempotent. Okay, so those kind of things we have that. No, no, like you already installed. Now you want to reinstall. I did that. Now you want to do some changes. You do that. Again, you run that. Modify your YAML file. Again, you run that. It will go and change that configuration. That's it. And it will get updated in the UI. So those kind of things, that is the reason we used to call Ansible is the idempotent. Is it clear for everyone? Yes, no, I'm seeing some silence.
What did you say? Hide and potent? I didn't understand.
Idempotent. What you used to pronounce?
Idem.
Idempotent. If you
Idempotent.
something like that. Ansible. You understand that?
Okay.
Idempotency Ansible refers to that property and operation when applying it multiple times, same result applying at once. In the context of configuration management, it means that running as Ansible playbook repeatedly on the system should result in the same desired state, okay, without causing unintended side effect. You understand that? There is no side out
Okay.
because you are running multiple times also. Otherwise, if already installed and you reinstall again you install, then if in the playbook it is not available, like okay, you add it, delete, then you add something like that, right? If it is not, then it will not like okay, whatever things available, I'll leave that, I skip that, I skip that, I skip that. That is the reason. It will not leave your desired state. Okay, is it clear for everyone? See, this kind of words, right? Even whenever I gave some interview, right? Yeah, I was giving some interview. This kind of small things they are expecting to speak out. Because if DevOps engineer, yeah, some of the architect, because everyone is more than 20 here. 20 year means I'm not talking about experience in terms of package. Okay, everyone, most of them. Now, if you go for little higher role, yeah, whatever the existing role to current role you are going, right? The interviewer will be not like lesser than you. Am I correct? It will be higher than you, right? It might solution architect, it might technical architect, engineering manager. Those members they will take your interview, and those persons, right? This kind of things they will look for that during your interview. Small things. Why? Because then only they can have a feeling, gut feeling. You have implemented, you have developed a playbook, you have written an inventory file, you have done the SSH connectivity, you understand that multiple way. So all those things they'll look for that. Which port has to be open? Because when I was giving interview, this kind of questions they used to expect, and when I used to answer, they can feel that, yeah, this guy know end to end. So this is the way you need to understand that. Okay. Now shall we move to Windows? Yes, no.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay. So now we have a Windows server. So what I will do is I'll go to my Windows server. I'll connect it. Session RDP remote host IP. What is my IP in this? What is my username? This is my username. Okay. Now I need a password. So what I can do is I'll get the password. I'll get the password from here. This is my password. Let me put it here. Okay. So now I'm able to connect. I'm checking whether I'm able to log in or not. So I'm able to log in my Windows server. Okay. Now in my Ansible server, do you want to save? No, don't want to save here. Okay. So now I have connected. So now I will go to this server. Clear your screen. Okay. ls. Now we have inventory file, right? I'm creating for Windows different inventory. Okay. Inventory .ini I'm creating for Windows example. Okay. Okay. Insert, just I'm giving some random value right now because I don't have the value. So I have inventory.ini file. Okay. Now what I have to do is, before that, what I have to install, which is which module? I need to install
Some
PyWinRM
WinRM
module. Okay. So PyWinRM, check. Install PyWinRM module in Ansible. Pip install PyWinRM. Okay. So I will go to here. I will run this. Done. My WinRM module is installed. Now I need a inventory file. Okay. So cd, that's it, right? Nothing is required. ls vi inventory.ini file .ini file and insert mode, and I need this many things. So only IP. What is my IP? Server IP. Windows, this is my IP.
Ravi, possible, can you add management zone or tag something?
Okay, give me some minute. After this, will do that. Okay. Now I am adding this. Now this is just, I need to change the password. I think management zone you cannot add during the installation because we don't have that. But you can add host group, you can add network zone, you can add tags, properties, whatever things, right? This kind of things we can add. So now I'm Ansible password. So this is my, which one is my password? This is my password, right? Okay, this is my password. WinRM basic port is 5985. Okay, and colon WQ exclamation mark. Okay, this it. ls, let me create one YAML file. Vi install okay Dynatrace, spelling is correct, right? Dynatrace underscore windows underscore install .yml file. Okay, this is my inventory file is done. Now this is my YML file. I will go here, insert. Okay, this I wrote by, okay, because I was doing for one of the customer. So I wrote, so I thought, okay, use this. So now this is my URL. This is my token only I have to change. Okay, so now I will go to here, deploy one agent for Windows, create a token, copy this, I'll go here, paste this my token. Okay, argument content true, infra only, false, quiet, silent mode, ensure temporary directory exists, download the Dynatrace one agent. Okay, and this is the path where your exe should be available, all those things. Okay, now escape colon wq exclamation mark. They have not given for Windows. For Linux, they have given this basic YAML file, but for just they have told the path formatting for Windows. Okay, this is your path formatting, and then so this is your path with slash double slash. You see that, right? So this is the path formatting for YML. Okay, so that is the region. If okay, this you see this in the YAML file cat Dynatrace. I have done the same. Double slash. Okay, so depend on that which path how you are taking this. Okay, so now I need to run this. So first I have to check the ping pong connectivity. So if you do the ping pong ls, first you need to do the ping pong connectivity. So Ansible -i inventory dot inventory dot ini. Okay, Windows, the group name -m, and in Linux we did just ping, right? But in Windows you have to try with win underscore ping. For me to find this, it took half an hour. Nothing, because you don't find for Windows. They're very much complicated. You see, still I'm not able to connect. Let me see that.
I guess inbound outbound ports are added.
HTTP port added in the security group. I have shown you that, right?
Yeah.
Okay, you see this. So now, still you will be having an issue. You see, still I am not reachable. Why? Because Windows has this kind of things you have to check. So now I have to go to target node. This is my target node.
Services are running or not.
Win service, RM service is running or not. This kind of things. Remote is enabled. Remote service is enabled or not. This kind of things you have to check it. So I will run PowerShell. Open PowerShell. Windows system with 2 virtual CPU, 4 GB RAM, right? So little it would be slow. Okay, have a patience. So now what I have to test? This service, you remember, these 3 commands across the organization it will be used. Enable ps-remoting force. Okay,
Can you make bigger that PowerShell screen?
a screen font you are talking about?
Yeah, font. I'm not sure whether I'm only facing issue or others are also.
Let me see how we can keep size. Edit. I don't see any option.
It's okay.
Maybe
Continue.
properties.
It's okay. Continue. No problem.
Let me see. Let me see. I think people are fishing.
Or can it change it globally on Windows?
Which one?
Windows, Ravi, on the Windows personalization.
This one it will do then a small.
No, on your machine.
Okay.
Windows 11.
Instead, you can
They have connected to the server,
two-finger it.
right? So it would be, you see, this is getting expanded.
No
We
problem,
can
Ravi.
do it
Continue.
from our end. With 2 fingers, we can expand and close our.
No, yeah, it is not happening.
No, for us, we are talking.
Okay. So I have to run this enable PS remote force. This command has to run. Okay. So I will put it here. This command has to be run. Okay. This command has to be run. Enable PS-remote force. Even this guy is creating. Okay, this command. Now, then second, what? After that, you have to check for PN this service, right? WinRM service. Okay, whether basic authentication is enabled or not. This command. So I need to run this. So it is true. It is just you have to, it is getting validated. Now I have enabled this. Now you start the service RM if it is not getting started. Okay, you check this also. Basic auth is did. Now what I am doing is for worst case, if your data is not in encrypted format, you understand that encryption decryption we don't have. So it should allow unencrypted data also sometimes. Okay, so you do that. So it is done. Allow unencrypted true. You see this, right? Now I have to allow 5985 which is your 5985, which is your firewall. Okay, to accept that 598 local traffic. Why it is happening? Okay, this is your 5985 for local traffic. So now you see action is allowed. Now same thing, if you change it to 5986, which is your HTTPS traffic. If you change it, it will be HTTPS traffic. So now my work is done. So these are the three commands you have to validate on your target source. Now I will go to my master node and again I will try.
So
Now
what
I'm,
if we have, sorry.
yeah, go ahead.
So what if we have multiple Windows and Linux servers?
Huh.
So we have to go individually and do
No,
all that on.
basically, I will tell you, whenever your infra team, whoever doing the server setup, right, these are the things they used to check, they used to run. If suppose now something is not enabled, suppose your 5985 port is not enabled, your 5986 is not enabled, Windows team, they have a Windows team dedicated for infra team. They used to run some Choco package in the background. They'll run multiple things. It will get updated for all the servers. Anyone work from infra team? Worked on infra team? No? Windows team, yeah, Linux team? So whenever they used to do server hardening, right? They are doing the proper way. There is a way to do the server setup, hardening, uh, connection establishment. They should take care of everything. You don't see that just will go and blindly create the server. No, infra team also they have a good work of responsibility like they have automation just creating server. No, they have a lot of things to manage properly that server. That is the reason, right? You are able to connect it. Just you are getting the server IP, it is getting worked. How? Because your server hardening was done in the proper way. That is the reason it is happening. Either infra team on the cloud side, yeah, on-prem side. Okay. Everyone
So
is
that
doing.
is from the scratch, right, Ravi?
I am
But what is the
I am showing you that because I have just created a setup. I am not doing kind of integration properly, this kind of things, right? So you should know this kind of things. That is the reason. If I would have done this kind of basic things, right? This connectivity, all those things earlier, then you will not come to know these are the 59854, port, 59864 encrypted data. Just already remote service enabled. Now I have enabled. Now you are trying. Hey Ravi, I am getting these errors. Why? Because that is the reason I'm telling you. These are the things, right? People used to take care of when the people are doing server hardening, infra team, which is your infra team, not observability team. Is it clear? So now I have done this. So I'm able to connect your. So remember, for Windows, win underscore ping, not just ping. In Linux, we did just ping. For Windows, you have to do Windows under win underscore ping. Make sense?
Ravi, could
Okay.
you paste these comments in the chat?
Yeah. All the commands I'll upload in the document itself.
Okay.
Don't worry. Okay. So you will just try with copy paste. Okay. Now I will run this Ansible -playbook. Okay. Inventory.ini. Okay. And Dynatrace. That's it. If you run in the background, if you want to run in the foreground mode means you want to see all the things, what is happening on the server, copied, not copied, all those things running, not running. Then you run in the verboage mode. Okay, -VVV. Okay, 3 times. Hit enter. You see what is happening. Oh, error. We are unable to read either JSON or nor YAML. These are the errors we got. Okay. ls some issue there. Okay, vi inventory tree dot ini both having error. Why JSON? I don't see errors here. Okay, escape :wq exclamation mark. Okay, this ping pong is happening, then this is fine. Escape :q exclamation mark. vi Dynatrace. Offering line. What is the IP? Windows Server IP 154. 154, it is fine. Okay. One agent exe set quite. Okay. What is this? See, I understood the issue. Insert mode. What is the collection name? Collection name, what we have used?
Galaxy, yeah, and as Ansible Galaxy something.
Galaxy collector?
No, yaar. Collection name is one agent Dynatrace dot one agent.
Thank you.
That is the region. This Dynatrace dot one agent. Okay, I hope the spelling is correct. Okay, let's try this. Still saying errors appears to be home EC2 user Ansible inventory dot ini line number 2 column 1. Okay, this is Ansible Dynatrace inventory dot ini 2 column 1. Maybe here somewhere. There should not be a space anywhere, okay? Sometimes you add, then the space will be there, right? This is fine. Hmm. Still they're saying. They're saying Windows. Okay. Hostname I have used Windows only. Okay.
Can you paste that error in the chat? Ravi?
Yes, sure. 1 second. One agent gather facts. No. Dynatrace one agent, variable one agent URL. Let me see, is there any space? There is no space. There is no space. I don't see any errors. Error is coming like this. We are unable to read either JSON nor YAML. These are the errors got from each. Syntax error while loading a YAML. Why? Okay, syntax error in the YAML. Okay, so let's go to YAML validator. YAML validator. They are saying it is a valid YAML. Okay. This is the valid YAML. Why it is not running? Then what is the meaning of this error here? Are unable to read either JSON or YAML. This got from each JSON expected value line column 2, line 1 column 2. 1 second. Okay. What is my IP? What is my IP? And what is my password? Oh shit. There was a colon, man. So what is my password? RDP get password, upload private key, Windows spam key, decrypt the password. Okay. Escape colon WQ exclamation mark. Let's try this. Still
End of the password colon is there, Ravi?
no, that's what. Escape colon WQ exclamation mark. No, yeah, still it is saying. The error appears to be home/Ansible Dynatrace inventory.line line number 2 column 1, but maybe elsewhere in the file depending on the exact syntax problem. The offering line appeared to be.
Is it file format is INI accept here?
It should accept. It should not have any problem. Let's okay. So what I can do is okay, vi dynatrace oneagent.install.yaml file. Anywhere we have added something. We have host name is Windows. There also we keep Windows only. Collection name, which is fine. Generate download URL API token, path, argument, and these are the variables, which is fine. I don't see any errors. BI. Let me do this connectivity. Connectivity is happening. Then what is the problem? You see, whether connectivity is not happening, then we can say that we have an issue in the INI file. Am I correct? So there is no issue in the INI file. Okay. Let me do one thing. We'll do one thing. CD Ansible -galaxy collection install one agent. No. I Ansible dot Windows already installed -- force. Okay. Now vi Dynatrace. Okay, CD Ansible vi Dynatrace. I'm having here. I'm giving. Just I'm trying. Okay. Install Ansible dot Windows. Ansible dot Windows escape :WQ exclamation mark cat Dynatrace. Okay. No, somewhere we did some mistake.
In the inventory.ini file, instead of Windows, can it run Windows underscore servers?
We have added Windows vars.
Yeah, the above one. Instead of only Windows underscore servers.
Okay. Windows underscore server escape : WQ exclamation mark. Okay, then vi Dynatrace. Okay, here also I need to change. Insert Windows underscore server. Okay, escape : WQ exclamation mark. Now let's try this. Let's check the connectivity. Okay, then Windows underscore server for server. No, connectivity is not happening. Failed to inventory.ini file. Okay. Okay. Dot. Okay. Then here also I have to use variable as a Windows underscore server. Why it is happening? That's what I don't understand.
On the last line, Ansible underscore port, there is a space equals space file and network. Is that something causing the issue?
No, yeah. If you put a space also, that's fine, not an issue. Windows underscore server. Escape colon WQ exclamation. See, the thing is, if you add ping is happening.
I guess some typo issue, I guess. That's fine.
Where?
Just now you done, right?
See, I'm able to ping means my inventory.ini file is correct. Okay. Now I have a dynatrace.oneagent.yaml file. Okay. So what I am doing is escape colon shift percentage D. Remove this insert mode. Control C. Okay. Escape colon WQ exclamation. Same URL, same token. Ansible -playbook command is correct, right? Ansible -playbook, then your need inventory file, then your YAML file -purpose. Let's see. No, yeah. I understood here. Line number 2, VI inventory.ini. Oh, okay, you said even this connectivity is happening. That's what I'm not surprised. What is the issue? Okay. Something that is missing. One you said this should be no space, which is fine. I will put it insert. Password I'm putting in single quote, okay? Mm, 1 to try will do. If not, then I will see tomorrow why it is an issue. No. This is still having a same issue. Okay. VI. Okay. RM-RF inventory ls. Nothing is there. Only inventory.ini file. That should not cause a problem. Just okay. MB Dynatrace instead of YAML. Okay. Sometimes this will not work. There is no difference, but still I'm trying. Still it is same. Mhm. Why? Exact syntax problem this offering. Are you getting any issue in your side? You are checking that? Anyone? No inventory was parsed. Only implicate localhost is available. Where it is localhost? Should be something like this. No, yeah. Now line number 4, column number 1. Ah,
It is really weird issue, Ravi. I don't know. Try to
even
check something. Maybe you need to do it from scratch again, and maybe I don't know. There's some type. I think if you even see any ASCII character, nothing is there, right? I mean, you
I don't see,
ASCII
this is
character.
just basic things. And no, the problem here is I can understand if there is a issue in your inventory file, you cannot do the ping pong connectivity at all. So that is happening.
It shows like right over that IP, but nothing is there though.
If I'll do this mping, if it is not ping is not happening, then I can say it has a issue. If ping is happening, then if it is a issue, then what I need to do? So now I can say inventory.ini file, it is good. Now talk about less YAML file. Dynatrace Windows install.yml. Even this YAML file, what we have right now, okay, even I'm validating from this, what I used to say, where it is saying no inventory were parsed, only implicit local host is available. Provided host list empty on localhost is available, not that implicit localhost does not match at all. Okay. Okay, I will see tomorrow and I'll let you know, okay? What is the issue? Anywhere you see anything localhost? Nothing. You need Dynatrace URL. I'm giving this. API token gave this. Installer path I have gave this. Argument what I should select. That's it, right? Anything, nothing else. I'm not sure what is the issue is happening, but I will validate tomorrow and then I'll let you know, okay? Is that fine? Because I'm not able to figure it out what is the issue. They are saying some error JSON ya YAML each JSON expecting line number 1, column number 2, character 1. Yeah, inventory.ini should have something like this. Because if you write a JSON, right, it should be insert something like this. Because JSON look for this semicolon. Am I correct? But the JSON is colon. Last value will not look. Let me do the ping pong. Ping pong is not happening. You understand that? So our JSON is correct. You see, if I'll add here winrm colon, it is not accepting, means it should not look for this value. See, port I have not given, right? So just see this. See, when you don't give the port, what will happen? Do you understand that? And symbol port. I'm giving 5986. Maybe some version issue or something like that. Is not happening. Ah, See, ping pong happened. I don't understand what is the issue, but I will figure it out, okay, after the class, and I will let you know tomorrow class, okay, what was the issue. Is that fine? Shall we move to other one? This open telemetry.
Sorry. Uh, regarding that custom log, just
Hey, I have not
last
tried.
scenario.
I have not tried that. I'll tell you. Thanks for reminding me. I'll let you know tomorrow, okay? Or in
Sure.
the class. Okay. So now let's see how you can ingest. Sometimes some changes happened even because if you do daily, right, then you'll come to know that. Okay. Now some changes was happened. I don't know what is the issue. Even I'm not able to figure it out. Okay. They're saying something, but the problem here is I'm able to ping this. So INI file doesn't have any issue. Okay. Then YAML file, I'm checking it is getting validated. So I'm not able to figure it out what is the problem. So I will see and then I'll let you know. Anything PyWin RM I have installed, right? Apart from that, any other things I have to install? I think no, nothing I have to install.
Can you once open that YML file?
Okay. BI Dynatrace. Okay, understood one thing here.
So the Dynatrace one agent service register, it has to be within the name or
1 second, one thing I understood. Here it should be Windows underscore. What you said, server, right? It was
server. Yeah.
this thing I understood because we changed after that. Earlier it was Windows only. Apart from that,
And how about that collection also?
collection we can add Dynatrace dot. That we tried, but it did not work. Dynatrace dot one agent. One agent. Okay, escape colon WQ exclamation mark. Okay. Okay, this is your inventory, right? Playbook. Okay. It is getting stuck here itself. What is available inventory.ini file line number 2 column number 1? Line number 2 column number 1 vi inventory.ini file. Ah, Okay, 1 second. VI. Oh, I'm not sure, yeah, what is happening. Okay, I'll see tomorrow. Okay.
That registered as a service should be under the name or
1
can be
second.
outside.
So what you doing? Let me try 1 second. Ansible hyphen playbook hyphen I inventory.ini Dynatrace underscore windows install.yaml. YML. What is happening now? Now it is giving something different error, you see? Misspelling, missing collection, something.
In the YML file, there is
1
something
second.
called
Okay. 1 second. Dynatrace windows install.yaml. Line number earth is column 7. See, that is gone. Your Windows Server issue gone. Okay. VI Dynatrace install.yaml file.
here in the register, the Dynatrace service status is there, right? I believe like it should be under the name. Name. It's outside the name.
You're talking
Last
about this
button,
one?
the above one, yeah. So it should match with the name syntax. Come below the name only, not under the
1
bin
second.
service.
1 second. Let me 1 second. 1 second. Let me do one thing. You register. Let me try with Ansible Windows. I have uninstalled and I have tried with Ansible Windows. Ansible dot Windows. First I'll try this colon WQ exclamation mark and then we'll see that name one. I don't know. Actually, what I did is later it was not working. Then I have installed. There is a module hyphen force I have tried. You remember? You remember hyphen force had tried for installing the Ansible Windows model. Okay, I thought that it could be the region, and then so it was already installed. I did force, so Dynatrace one agent gone. Okay, so now I have trying with Ansible Windows model. It will work. Okay, either you try Dynatrace one agent that also has Ansible Windows inside that, but I am uninstalled that. I have tried with Ansible Windows model. Okay, so now you see this. So now I don't know what was the issue, even I did not understand. Earlier, this issue was what? Something I don't understand, okay? That is a Windows problem here, okay? Sometimes it behave like a weird. So now, so that file will should get copied where? In the temp directory? So let's see if file is getting copied or not. File is getting copied. So they will run as a batch script, right? This is a batch file. So you need to, if you need to click on that, right? Double click, then it will get installed, right? So you need to run as a batch file. So that is wrote as a batch file, everything. Command also we did same command, right? Earlier only we used to add verborage mode, correct? Am I correct? With that Windows. I think -I have not given, no? Earlier. Hey, yaar. I understood what was the issue. See, I was running Ansible playbook, inventory file, Windows, and who will run that I? Command itself was wrong. You see this? You see this command and you see this command. You understand? And -VBB verborage mode. Is it clear for everyone? Nischal, Vashu, Ashwini.
Yeah.
That was the mistake. It was typo. That is the reason it was not able to figure. It was where is the issue. See, when I am running this, because Ansible always has to run with the I command. Okay. So you see, I am running when I am turning for a ping. So ping pong giving. When I am executing, I am not giving I. I am completely forgot. It was missed from my mind. You see this? Every time I did the same thing. And we
Like kill our time around 20 minutes.
sometimes here
Comma something.
comma
Okay.
underscore I will tell you in the GitHub action there was a something I was trying from past complete night and there was a spelling mistake in the file and I was not able to figure it out. It took whole night and then morning I was going one line each line and see everything you are checking. YAML file I was validated because I validated in this data region, whatever he said, I am not doing the changes. Why? Because I have validated here. So it was saying valid. Even I checked that sequence, it was correct. I don't understand what is happening. And this will take time. So now you see. Unnecessarily kill our time. What we can do is a part of life. Now let's see how we can do. So it got added, right? You see this. Okay. Now we have half an hour only. Half an hour, yeah, take 40 minutes, 45 minutes. Because for Srini, it is a morning time. So now, at least I'll complete all the theory part. Now it is fine, right? So you understood that, right? See, it got installed. Clear? Now,
we need to run on the multiple servers, so we need to give the multiple IPs there, right, in the file?
that's it. Yeah, only if this ini file, right, inventory file, okay, only add multiple IPs. And if it is a
So what about the host group?
if it is a different server host group name, okay, This is the Windows server. You are combining. See, we have application server. It could be anything, the app server, something like that, and you can give this list of servers. Okay. Now coming to the host group, metadata, right? This kind of things. Now you have to design your YAML. This is whatever the YAML it was for me. Okay, it is a basic YAML. Okay. Okay, so now this is your YAML file. Now you have what I have used. So now variable I have used, right? Here. Okay, now set content true. Same way, now you are and to add host group. So under which where section it will add. Okay, so those kind of things it should add, and it your playbook. It will be not like 10, 20 lines and 25 lines, more than 100 lines. You have to check a lot of things. Okay, so based on your requirement, what you are trying to install, and then how you want to put, what has to be customized, everything will not allowed. Okay, just the way you do. Okay, like you have to modify like anything. And for you to write a validate playbook, all those things, it will take a 1 week of time. And you don't think like, okay, within a day or 2 days it will be done that I wrote a YAML file. Basic YAML file you can validate. Now you have to expand one by one. Okay, and then you have to do that. So same thing, argument under. So based on that, suppose I am taking the only one host group, right?
So I have
See,
another question, Ravi. Another question. So
one
what
second,
if
one
we have
second.
like 100 servers?
That's what I'm talking about. 100 server. We have combined all these things under one group. You understand? You see this?
Host group, okay.
Which is called Windows underscore server. Okay. We have in the INI file. Am I correct? Now you have a multiple. So what you have is multiple group. You understand that? Multiple group you have. So then you have multiple groups. So each group where it should go, all those things you have to modify. So you suppose you have a 5 groups, then you will host 1, host 2, host 3, host 5, something like that. Group name you need to add. Then based on that variables, these are the common variables, which is fine. Then task, how you are executing, right? You are executing because all those things are taking from that. So what are things are required? Common name I can put it here because all the things will accept same thing. Now in this section you have to modify. Okay, what are the argument I need to add? Okay, on this group, all those things you have to modify, and then you have to expand. You understand that? Okay, so you have, so see, this is a YAML file, right? So it is your 100 servers. It belongs to 10 group. Now you want to add host group, you want to add network zone, you want to add this, you want to add that. All those things, it will keep on appending. Okay, like this you need to add for this host group, it should apply this. If this host group, it should apply this. You need to assign some kind of variables, tags, all those things, and then it will take that value. If this group, this. If this group, this. You need to add some loop so that it will run in that sequence. So you need to expand your what I used to say playbook. If you do ChatGPT and just you give the content, they'll write you for you. Okay, just to try that. Multiple host group, you try, and you try that, you'll come to know.
So multiple host group, like giving some space like that, Windows server space underscore server space or comma another one or something, another one like that.
Yeah,
Like if we
you
have, like,
can. So yeah, comma separated you can add server 1, server 2. Okay, all those things. Now, yeah, you can add hosts. So here, host Windows server. So Windows server, then comma this, comma that, something like that. Yeah, colon. Okay. So this is your, okay. Now let's do that. How you can install. Let me share my screen. Let me know once it is visible for everyone. Okay. Is that visible, right?
yes.
1 second. One second. But it called me. Okay, so now I'll give you the theory information, then tomorrow we'll do the setup. Okay, so how you can ingest data to Dynatrace using OpenTelemetry. So first you tell me why OpenTelemetry is needed.
It's a universal connector.
You can say, it is a universal
Connector or collector.
whatever you say. OpenTelemetry is a open source tools, okay, open source, and it is a tool agnostic. You understand tool agnostic? Because you have Dynatrace one agent. It will work for Datadog? No, right? But OTel SDK and OTel collector, both are two components, okay? It can run, same collector run for Datadog also. Same SDK run for Dynatrace also. Datadog also, New Relic also, Splunk
Kubernetes also
also,
they use it.
whatever. See, so OTel SDK, it is a technology based tracer, you can say, okay? Means technology stack. We have a whatever the OTel SDK used to call, instead of OTel agent, you can say it is we used to call OTel SDK, software development kit, okay? And it is a tool agnostic. Yeah, you should just call universal. Means it can same SDK run for Datadog also, same SDK run for Dynatrace also, same SDK for Splunk also, same SDK for Honeycomb also, any tools. It is the same. Elasticsearch, whatever you call. Okay. So one thing. Now, OpenTelemetry, why is it became popular? Why is it needed in your organization? Because every organization, you might have seen that they are using multiple tool set. Am I correct? Yes, no. Multiple tools means you should have for infra monitoring one tools, application, some critical application, infra monitoring one tools. Now you have only one tool, so that then you are putting a data to Dynatrace. Dynatrace is coming, Datadog is coming costly for you, so you want to do some cost optimization. So whichever the infra monitoring you have, you can monitor with different tools. APM monitoring I can do with because all the application, because suppose in your organization you are having 100 application, we are not gonna enable RAM. Are you getting my point? Only 10 application, 20 30 application, we are going to create a web application and enabling the real user monitoring, session with session replay. Only 10 90 application, we are going only application service monitoring. Am I correct? Yes or no? So if it is a APM, and for APM monitoring, when you are using Dynatrace one agent, what is happening? When you install Dynatrace one agent as a full stack, then only you can capture your APM part also. Am I correct? So now you have to bear a cost for infra also and APM also. So what organizations are deciding and moving towards, let's monitor our infra with different tools. Let's monitor with application with only one tool, which is your Dynatrace, Datadog, something like that. So I should not pay infra cost now. Only data ingestion I should pay. Are you getting my point? Per 1,000 requests, there is some charge for data ingestion. So now I need to pay for that. So that is the reason OpenTelemetry became popular. First thing. Second thing is that if it's a tool agnostic, I can send the data to OpenTelemetry from your source, which is your application server. I will send to somewhere collector. Okay. So how the architecture is, I'll tell you. This is your application source. Okay, this is your app server. Okay, here instead of one agent, hotel SDK will sit. Okay, everywhere, same guy will sit. Okay, hotel SDK. Now I have added one hotel collector here, which is your dedicated collector, which is called OpenTelemetry collector. You see, both are different components. The hotel SDK is a technology base. Means technology base means if it's a Java, then Java, .NET, Node.js, Ruby, Rust, whatever. Okay. Now all the data it is sending to hotel collector. So now in the OpenTelemetry concept, in the observability has a how many pillar?
3 metrics,
3.
logs, traces.
Which we used to call melt data, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So metric, log, and traces. These 3 things, right? All the 3 things I will send it to hotel collector. Now hotel collector we have. Now from the hotel collector, same data I can send to Dynatrace. Same time also I can send to Datadog. Same time I can send to Elasticsearch. Suppose example. Now you can enhance your architecture like anything. So you can send to anywhere, which is your Splunk, whatever you say. Yeah, honeycomb, whatever you say. Okay, honeycomb, whichever you say. Okay. Now now I can, this is your basic architecture. Okay. Now through here itself, I don't want hotel collector directly. I'll use SDK. I can send here Dynatrace to, which is your API token. With the help of API token, I can send directly here to there. Okay, which is one way. I don't need this. Multiple organization, what they used to do is bigger organization. If you talk about bigger bank, JPMC, this kind of things, what they used to do is, now you understood observability has a pillar. So this is your a target, means source server, target server, which is your app server. I am using hotel collector here. Now see this. Metric, this is your metric. This is your collector 1, collector 2, collector 3. This application, when I am sending a data, okay, so what, and it will become a cluster. Okay, it become a hotel collector cluster, whatever you say. It can also has the ability, it can send metrics to here. Okay, same data, trace here, log here. You understand that? Now log I want to send to Elasticsearch. You see that? Now these 2 things I can put it to Dynatrace. That also is possible. So multiple way it is possible. Okay. If you see this OpenTelemetry collector, OpenTelemetry architecture, let me show you that. OpenTelemetry image. You see, one way is, if you see this, copy link address. Just you need to understand the architecture. See, this is your app server. You add OpenTelemetry SDK, which is your it's kind of app agent. Okay, send data to collector. Now the collector will send data to Dynatrace. One way directly you send from app server to Dynatrace. That is also possible. You understand that? If you go to large scale, you see app 1, app 2, app 3, OpenTelemetry collector. Here we have hotel collector, agent collector. It sends data. Then all the 3 will send to gateway collector. Then gateway collector will send the data. When you scale it, metric trace logs. You see this, how they are doing this? So you can do it multiple way. Okay. So now if you see with multiple tool set,
So each collector is using each like metrics, and one collector is for metrics, and then another one.
One is trace, another one is for logs.
Oh,
There is
okay.
a
So they divided everything instead of using one
everything.
collector.
So now collector we have a two-way. One is agent collector, one is gateway collector. Okay. So now if you see some bigger architecture, which is good, where you have multiple tool set. Do you see anything which has a multiple tool set? No. Okay. This is your basic architecture. So this is your technology stack. Send to hotel collector to send to any database also. You can see that all those things, and that also you can do that. Okay.
So in real time, right? So do they have like one hotel collector server, or they divide all this with metrics, traces, and logs with three different hotel collector and make
Depend
it
on
as a
that,
cluster?
because see, it is sending a data, all those things. So now you are sending multiple tool sets. So one thing, it will become slow. You understand that? So that is the reason people depend on that. How big your organization is, okay? Depend on that. They used to design. Basically, nowadays people are okay. Open telemetry architecture, Dynatrace, Datadog. There was some architecture, man. You see this, okay? Basically, let's open this. Copy link address. Okay, so now you see here data source. Here we have all those things. Something is sending to Elasticsearch, something sending to Datadog, something sending to this. So there's a multiple way. Okay, so if you talk about something, so people are not sending like a multiple Elasticsearch, also using Datadog, also using Dynatrace, also using. Nobody is using. Basically, they are using something like, okay, let's ingest a data. So you take your servers, no, source, send to collector to decide where I want to send. Okay, so collector, how you can become a cluster or something like that, that you can manage your properly, and then so that you have auto scaling, all those things, data will get sync, all those things, active, passive, all those things, you manage it, and then from collector to send to one source. Basically, that's how organization is following. Okay, any organization, 90% of the organization, they are following something like this is your source. Okay, we have collector here, and here we have tools, which is your Dynatrace Datadog. So this guy will send data to here, and this guy will send to here. Okay, like this. Mostly organization, they are following this way. If you are have only suppose you are having a small customer, mid-level organization, now only two applications you are going with open telemetry. In that case, what you can do is, I don't need for two applications, I need hotel collector, because for that VM scaling, all those things I need to manage. So through API, I can ingest that. One second. Any question?
So through API one way, another one is through the hotel collector.
One way is API and one way is hotel collector. First thing, okay?
Because in
One
the
is
interview also they are asking like usually how do you ingest the data?
so first thing, so there is a multiple way, you remember, okay? One is code based instrumentation, one is automatic instrumentation. There is a two way. One second. Okay, so so now what is happening? So there's a two-way of instrumentation. Okay, so one is Dynatrace open telemetry instrumentation. Just to type, there is two-way of instrumentation. Okay, one way is getting started application. So one way is code base. Okay, code base means you need to add code in their source code. There is a code base. Second one is jar base, means automatic. So you see where I can show you this Dynatrace configuration export open telemetry. That is for collector here. Okay. Application. You see this. So there is a instrumentation which you have. Suppose you want to go with C, C++. These are the technology support. If you go to this, now you have export with OTLP. Now you see code. You see this. So there is a code base. Okay. Now you have to take a help from application team. They will add their code. All those things. If you are going with the code base, nobody is going because there is a dependency. Like what I used to say again, if the developer add their code in their code base, it will go from dev to prod. You understand that? Testing, all those things. It will take lots of time. That is the reason nobody is accepting, because now if you don't need this, again you have to remove from the code. So there is a problem. But if you go with jar base, means you download the SDK and then you use, then it is very simple. Means you download the SDK and run from export Dynatrace. Means you download the jar file and then you use that. Okay, so there is a two-way. One is code base and one is automatic instrumentation. Automatic means you download the SDK based on the technology and then you run your application with the help of that SDK, and then you send the data to collector and collector will send the data to Dynatrace. If you want to send API base, then you want to send to what I used to say is you send the data directly with the help of API. So you need to install SDK and then you send the data to directly Dynatrace. Like where we have, see, ingest, export OTLP Dynatrace. You see open telemetry protocol. So these are things. Okay, and then this is your what kind of data you need. Trace, you need this URL. Matrix, you need this URL. Logs, you need this URL. Now easily you can send, right? Now and then you send that. If you want to send to collector, then collector will send and then it will send that. Okay, so tomorrow I will tell you how you can ingest your data. So you see open telemetry protocol ingest via API. So that also you can do that via API. Metrics you can send, trace you can send, log you can send. Okay, so this thing, guys, can you go for a mute? Okay. Okay, so I will tell you tomorrow how you can ingest the data via API and how you can send the data to collector, and collector also I can send the data from collector to where it went, from collector to environment active gate. Then environment active gate can send. There's a multiple way you can organize your architecture. So basically 90% you are using, because sending here there is too difficulty. So one, you take the data, put it in one place, and then here to here. Now I don't want to send a data. So now suppose I got here. Why I put collector, you see here? Because whatever the data I am sending here, there is no dependency on Dynatrace. Based on the technology SDK was running. So only suppose after Dynatrace I am using Datadog. Here there is no changes. Okay, from here to here changes. You understand that? Why? Because whatever the here you install that SDK, it is a universal. You understand that? This part is universal, right? Now you send the data to collector. From collector to Dynatrace configuration you are adding, right? In their YAML file, you are adding some Dynatrace configuration so that it's sending a data, right? Now I will modify this YAML and send the data to Datadog. So I need only earlier I was using Dynatrace. Now this year we are using Datadog. So I can do the Datadog. So where I need to do changes? Only here I need to do the changes.
Collector level. Even.
Collector level. So that is the reason you say it is a universal. So now suppose I want to migrate from Datadog to Dynatrace to Honeycomb, any tools, and I am in just flat infra monitoring done by infrastructure monitoring tools which has many like tick stack, telegraph stack. Means you know that, right? Tick stack, telegraph, influx DB, capacitor, chronograph, something like that. One second. So now infrastructure monitoring tool is managed by a tick stack. Now APM only managing by Dynatrace right now. Now I need to do Datadog. Application level, no changes. I will just modify the collector configuration file. Even collector component, no changes. Collector YAML file, I will do the changes and start sending to Datadog. That's it, right? You understand that? Benefits? You understand? Everyone?
I guess Splunk is using the similar concept, right?
Everyone is using similar.
No. In the normally we have one agent here, right? They are using this concept, right? In the Splunk observability.
Correct. Splunk, they took this agent exe for hotel agent and all those things, and based on that they wrote a script which is called, they wrote a wrapper. You understand the wrapper, right? Because now ChatGPT was developed. Every organization they have a own ChatGPT. Do you think so? They have developed. What they did is they have took their APIs, okay, and they have added in there. They have just built the UI, okay. So all those things they did that, right? The same way on top of that they build a wrapper, which is your Splunk observability cloud tool, not Splunk.
Yeah, exactly.
Splunk cloud observability, they are using the same thing, okay. So that's how it works, okay. Tomorrow I will show you how you can ingest the data via API and via collector to Dynatrace, okay. And then we'll talk about SLO, and if time permits, then we'll talk about some other topics. Okay, is that fine?
Ravi, what is that SLO and what you said?
SLO, SLI, SLA, and OpenTelemetry. Okay, so tomorrow we'll discuss. If time permits, it will not take much time for OpenTelemetry and all. I'll try to do it little fast so that we can do that. And if you say so, then I will server and all, I'll keep it created. If you wanted to do that, yeah. If you want to do the fresh, because sometimes people are forgetting that now protocol, you need to remember the protocol. What are the protocol that OpenTelemetry accept? No idea. One is gRPC,
HTTP.
And HTTPS. Okay. HTTPS. gRPC run on which port? Guys, which port?
4317 and 4318.
Oh, Srini doing the interview now. 4317 and 4318. Okay, because whenever you go for an interview, right, people used to ask this, which protocol, which port, how you are sending a data, what has to be installed on source, how you are running that application. Means that here you install SDK, right? So this SDK run with application argument. That's it. Okay, so tomorrow I'll show you that how you can do that. Okay, and then we'll talk about SL, all those things. Okay, any questions?